We are likely live.
Woo.
I don't know if they even have a stream up yet. Oh, they do have a stream up. So then I gotta do this and do this.
You do too much for us, Steady.
Indeed. I'm him. And I gotta grab the link for that. Oh, here it is. So then that's me. Wow, man. Crazy.
Today, Steady, they actually held a vigil for that baby.
Oh, really?
That died.
A few games ago?
In our previous game with Cookie and someone else. Yeah, so the vigil was beautiful. Everybody brought footballs and lit them on fire.
That sounds magical.
Beautiful. Beautiful glow.
Wasn't it Wally's fault that baby died?
Yeah, I think Wally is the reason that happened.
Dude, but, Stinky's in the stream. Should we just not tell him? Should we just not tell him and we should listen to him the whole game?
No, he'd probably hear us eventually.
Really good.
No, he's not gonna watch till after.
Well, let's make fun of what he's talking about.
That sounds like a good idea. So, Stinky here, facing obviously the Jaguars, seems to be doing a bit of scouting. And Cookie's now here too. Oh, he is. He's looking at this Jabari Ayers guy, and he's seeing
a lot of shit talk leading up to this matchup.
What the?
Hell yeah, brother.
Cookie knows what
we got a steady X-Raging cast too. I think Wavy's in there too.
Dude,
that's funny. They're doing a cast about us doing a cast on the other end, Steady.
I'm getting the first one.
That's crazy.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it.
How confusing could that possibly be?
That would be us talking about a bunch of different broadcast teams.
Yeah, you could watch. You pick your broadcast.
Dude,
you want those broadcast on the broadcast?
I did not trade into the Jags.
Cookie, can you give the boys a hype speech right now?
Who?
Hold up. Let me tell Stat.
Landon Keaton, the wide receiver. I traded him.
He got
on
the Jags.
So what I don't understand about that move is he has to be re-signed, so he's just added to the pools of the pool of players that need to sign contracts, and I really just don't see any way he retains all this talent. It is not possible, and we already know that T. Higgins is leaving the football team. So,
yeah, I mean, we're at the point in Madden where CFM truly is interesting because you get to see players start to really sharply regress, possibly retire, and then a bunch of players you just fiscally cannot re-sign without, maybe blowing all your rings on trying to kill contracts and whatnot. It can become really challenging. And so that's kind of beautiful because maybe some people have been patiently building up their teams and maybe they can start to see certain teams that have maybe been in the way fall away. I think of the Bulls. The Bulls were trying to win championships in Michael Jordan's earlier career, and they kept running into the Detroit Pistons. And then eventually the Detroit Pistons got too old, the talent fell off, and the Bulls were able to break through. And maybe there's somebody in our league that's going to be able to take that leap as our teams get worse.
Apparently, I'm hearing that Sniper desires to play tomorrow, but I've already pinged the entirety of the Madden Kingdom League that we're going to be playing tonight. So
that is different.
That is definitely this is why you schedule in channels and not in DMs, ladies and gentlemen, because that would be very annoying if I dropped everything I was doing and
to come and do a cast that's not going to happen.
That's right.
Dude, R2 just posted that he made a pick after advance for last week. That's not a good look. I don't think you could make a survivor pick after advance.
Oh,
that's unfortunate for him, man. But I don't think that works.
Is the Jaguars on?
It's fucking useless.
Just listen to them yap right now. I have no idea.
Yeah, you gotta turn it up though, Steady. We can't hear it like you can.
Oh, I mean, by yap, I meant like complete silence, but
Let me make some
Listen,
tea.
they probably went mute. Like some tea.
I don't know what's going on. I wish they'd just play football.
They're having a tea party, bro. They skipped out on the football.
Hello?
And they're gonna have some tea.
My apologies, guys. It appears that Mr. Sniper is currently, he's currently making some tea.
Some tea. And how long is that going to take him?
Hey, as long as they play, that's all that matters.
So he said, first I said, let me know when to search. And he said, we can go tomorrow when my boys come through. And I was like, hell no, they already have the cast up. He was like, fine, dude, let me make some tea.
That's a real boomer. That's a real boomer thing to do.
Dude, I have tea right next to me. Iced tea with a lemon in it.
Hold on. Let me clean out my dentures.
All I'm hearing is the excuses are coming through already, man.
Is that what you think? Is that
I
the
think so.
narrative?
Matter of fact, I'm calling my shot right now for Sniper.
Okay, I mean, put it in the channel. Put it in the
shot.
channel.
Call his shot,
Yo.
Jerry.
I'm almost tempted to just take Chiefs for survival pool. That's
We
all
run
I'm
the
doing.
fucking AFC. We run the fucking AFC, man. You already know who it is, bro.
I
You
mean,
already know who it is.
I'm not
These
gonna
fucking
say-
Jaguars, they've been talking shit on our name all fucking season, saying
Damn.
we ain't that.
All your
The Jaguars
shot
don't
has
fucking
been
know who this
sent.
is, bro.
That's
We're
right.
4-0 against these bums, bro. We run the fucking AFC, bro. We own the AFC. This is my fucking
And you know,
conference.
all I'm
tired
gonna
of the
say
disrespect.
is that Nicholas would disagree that you run the AFC after his
This is my
miraculous
fucking-
run last year. You know,
Quite
I
frankly,
don't even know who's playing.
Daddy wasn't fucking home last season, but Daddy's back. And I've had a lot of sons who've been bad little bitches. And you know what? I'm ready. I'm here. I'm about to spank some fucking ass. I'm gonna take my conference back. I'm gonna get my 1 seed back. I'm gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna kick whoever fucking ass there is from the NFC. Because the Chiefs fucking run this city, bro.
It's John
They fucking run this city, bro. Yes, sir, bro. Mahomes fucking made, and I fucking own it, baby. I fucking own it.
Old message from the
Alright,
Chiefs
well,
coach.
Teddy, I have a question.
what's your question, Doctor?
So I just got a breakout game for my extra QB. Do you know how much XP that gives?
15,000.
Holy shit, I need to.
I mean, I got it with Corey. I'm assuming that.
I just got
By
it
the
with
way,
Ritter as
Raging,
well.
I'm gonna need you to stop getting on and offline. It gets in the
I
way
didn't
of
do
the
anything.
cast. By the way,
I'm not doing
Stinky,
anything.
I need you to remove Raging as one of your favorites on your EA friends list so that stops popping up.
I'm not doing anything.
I know. So
I'm just
Stinky,
sitting here.
What? How do I
remove
do
it. Can
that?
you? I don't know. How did you even do that? Bring up
Stop
the EA
making me
menu.
your favorite.
What's
Iggy. Throw rocks at me. Take me out in the woods and throw rocks at me and tell me.
Well, I don't know why that happens.
Get away, bro.
But it keeps popping up that you're online and that you're one of his favorite friends. And it's,
you know what I
gets in the
favorite
way.
anymore.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. What the hell? What are you doing?
What league am I? What's GML?
I don't know what
I
that
don't know.
is.
That's the league I'm in.
I don't
You
know
should
what
probably
it is.
not click into that.
Wow, we're gonna watch Stinky join another league. This is heresy, guys. This is
Yeah,
not
this is kind
real.
of gross.
Region.
Do I need to use a custom coach?
No. Be Todd Bowles.
Shit, what are you guys
Todd
talking
Bowles.
about?
Todd Bowles. Be Todd Bowles. Be Todd Bowles. It might actually be
Dude,
against the
be
rules
Todd
to be a
Bowles,
custom
bro.
coach.
Look at
Yeah,
that
you gotta
guy.
be Todd Bowles. Bro is Todd Bowles.
If given the choice, you be Todd Bowles.
That's right. I can think of nobody better to play as. Oh, the AIs are doing
That's
free
what I
agency
was
for
saying.
you, bro. You're winning. You're winning at life, bro.
Woo.
I can think of nobody better to do my free agency than the computer.
That's right.
Teddy, I just want another players lounge game too. Stinky watched.
You know, I'm really glad that you're happy with how amazing you are at the game of football.
My defensive tackle dev down. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, my entire defense dev down. So, you know, you gotta look at the dev down requirements and see they're very weird. Like if a guy,
Wait, why are they diving down?
so they have the EA regression, right? It's very garbage. So, like for example, one of the things, my defensive tackle went from X Factor
Feels like a bad
to
infomercial.
normal. Okay, so, but one of the things is that forced fumbles, if you're like top 12 or whatever, then you're in. Okay, but every single player that has 5 fumbles, they count as one player. So if there's 8 guys with 5 fumbles and you know second place has guys like 2 guys with 4, That's just first and second place. And the league leader only forced 5 fumbles. And because my defensive tackle forced 1 fumble, I got my dev reversed from normal to X Factor. And literally every player except for Kenny Pickett went back up. Because I didn't start Kenny Pickett, so he just went down. So their regression system is really garbage. And I can't keep doing that. Anyway. So yeah.
Man, we fucking run the AFC, baby. We fucking run the AFC.
Come on, bro. I feel bad because I pinged everybody and I've just been sitting here for like 20 minutes and there's been no football played yet, guys. There has not been an ounce of football on this.
It's midnight.
Well, Steady, while you're waiting, can you add +2 throw under pressure?
No,
QB?
I can't. Raging might be able to.
Okay, because Stinky tried to do it, but his contract went. He has the 8-year thing where he signs for a fuck ton, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna lose. You're gonna go.
Oh.
Is there any way to fix that or no?
I mean, what I did is I just set it the first year of a 7-year deal on Christian Watson, and that seemed to not do anything, from what I could tell. So I figured that's fine. Because it says you're in the second year of an 8-year deal. If you're in the first of a 7, that's the same deal. You know? Like, I don't know. So, anyway, they're finally going to play football. So, Wavy and Ragin and Doc in the booth. This is probably the most loaded cast we've ever had. That's a lot of people to have in the booth.
That's right.
But, you know, this is a game that a lot of people are looking to tune into. So, I can't say that I blame them. What the hell's wrong with this audio? It's so quiet.
No, bro. Don't go in the booth, bro. There's already 3 of them, bro. You don't need to be there. Get your ass out of there, bro.
Who's in the booth that shouldn't be in the booth? Is he talking about Doc? That is so funny. I think he's talking about Doc.
This little guy what we're about down here.
Yeah, I mean, what we're going to see is if Stinky has what it takes to move on this defense. He thinks he does. I believe that Sniper feels like he can stop Stinky's offense. They've been throwing barbs at each other for the last maybe even few weeks. I've seen them go back at each other about how they're better than each other and how Sniper doesn't play, he says, when he plays Stinky. And then Stinky says he owns him, and they go back and forth. They like to post the picture, at least Sniper does, of where he beat Stinky in a Super Bowl. So there's some definite energy in this game of both guys definitely really wanting to beat each other right now.
Yeah, and you know, this rivalry is really reminiscent of one of the greatest of MKL history, Ragin versus Astro. You know, this is certainly one to rival to rival that amazing rivalry.
Oh my!
Inside run here to open the game. That's a bit different. No.
Yeah, maybe not what we expected right off the bat, but we know that Stinky has lamented, maybe even privately. Maybe he doesn't want everybody to know this, but he's kind of lamented that he ran the ball really well early in this game, and then he kind of stopped running as much. And maybe we'll see him run a bit more. In
Madden 24, I see.
Right.
And, you know, that is the year he won the Super Bowl, so maybe no coincidence. So, Stinky, you know, I got him mic'd up on the sideline here, reading man coverage. That would probably be the initial thought for me as well. And it looks like he's completely wrong, but he's got a million dudes wide open. Mahomes chucking it deep down the field. Terrible pass lead.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. I blame Stinky for that one. I certainly think he was open enough where he could have even thrown that to the left, and his guy would have had a much higher shot to catch that in bounds.
Yeah, I think that Stinky is definitely he starts most games off pretty sloppy. To be perfectly frank, he'll admit himself. He'll get into a hole. He won't start as well, and he often finishes pretty hot, pretty locked in. I mean, can Stinky get locked in soon enough in this game?
That is the question. Trying to throw the corner, it's not there. Mahomes hit, and he's going to have to punt. And just like that, Sniper is going to win this football game. Your final score, Sniper more than Stinky. GG's, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh, my God.
Listen to the Jaguars D-line.
What about the D-line?
Did you guys see that pressure on that third down? I mean, they were in there in a matter of a second.
Yeah, I mean, and having pass rushers with a particular combo of abilities is very powerful, and that's what this defense is built on completely. So I'm not sure if they're any of the guys that are due contracts, but if they are, Sniper's defense would be completely terrible and awful, and is entirely reliant on having such players there to bolster. So we'll see if that continues to be a problem or Stinky can find a way around it. And this first down run here, nowhere to go. Continue.
We do see teams in the NFL that have had violent pass rushes in the past. And one of the most idiotic things you could do is sit back and act like you're going to be able to read and go to your second, third, fourth read when you're playing against, some of the great Giants, pass rushes, or the recent Tampa Bay Buccaneers pass rush that just decimated the real life Pat Mahomes. He had no time in the pocket, instantaneous pass rush in that Super Bowl, and it showed that the Chiefs weren't ready to contend with the pass rush. They weren't willing to play in a style that was actually going to contend because they wanted to stay stubborn to do what wasn't going to work.
And the problem that many run into is there's just not enough good offensive linemen to go around. If you're going to counter such a pass rush as a passer, you're going to need to have some guys on the edge that can block those guys. And there is literally like 2 dudes in the league who are capable of doing that. And if your opponent's got some of the souped up guys on both edges, then you might be cooked. So Sniper certainly a team that has a very powerful pass rush that makes it difficult for opponents to do much of anything unless they're looking to run. And I think that's going to be a big point of contention here in this game. So
yeah, I mean, we'll have to see if Stinky is willing to get rid of the ball sooner instead of maybe reading his deep to long routes. If he's actually willing to make him pay for certain defensive sets and for certain coverages he might have to expose in the short game.
Well, sometimes those guys being there quick, and even that's not there. But right now we're looking at a Jaguars offense that's probably missing Corbin Rubin. Corbin Rubin, one of the hottest wide receiver prospects.
Bro is literally just chewing the clock.
One of the hottest wide receiver prospects in MKL history. 99 speed, 99 XL, 99 change of direction. This guy's got it all. He's really the whole deal. And I'm sure that many of the buddies in his division were thankful when he made the decision to ship him away to a user who will not use him very well at all in the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's going to hurt his offense
remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen. Let's be honest.
Corbin
There's no
Rubin
way
may be the piece
there is a 0% chance that the Vikings ever utilize that talent. He's been able to get some deep bombs off every now and then, but ultimately it's not going to be what propels the Vikings to a Super Bowl champion like it would have, or like it already has, rather, I want to say, with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The right plays have to be called. You can have a great team around you, but we've seen time and time again many great teams get to the Super Bowl and virtually throw away their chances with bad decisions, maybe a badly timed play call, and that's the sort of decision making that's important as well.
This is insane.
Coach Stinky
like
realizing that he may have lost the game. You play a team that dominantly runs the ball, and this is the power they have. They get their stop, and the game's over. Pack it up, boys. That's what we're looking at right now. Big third down here. This is where you got to get them. You got to hope you get a shed, get them to a 4th down, and if they're a team that dominantly runs, their pass game might not be the best, and I do think that has certainly been the case since the absence of Corbin Rubin. That threat may be gone. We'll see what he decides to go to here. Certainly, Lawrence is the caliber of player who could make a throw if he needed to. Back to throw. Comes the pressure, and he's going to get folded, DP'd from both ends. That is going to be a sack.
Big play call by the Chiefs.
Really nicely planned pass rush there comes through. And, when you look at this Jaguars team, they certainly let, maybe their most impressive offensive star go in terms of speed. But they still do have talent, and namely their tight end, Higgins. Maybe some would say, I believe he's the second fastest, maybe wide receiver in the league, or tight end in the league. And he's someone who may show up.
And even him, even that tight end is due a contract. So I mean, a lot of pieces. You figure he's a guy who's cheap enough to bring back. I think he's sitting at like an 81 overall. But a lot of these players that you might find dominate this team.
Bro, we won the AFC, baby.
Interesting. A lot of the players that are dominant on this Jaguars team likely could be looking for new homes come this offseason. It'll certainly be one for the ages. There's a lot of rumors of high caliber players that are very desirable. Even this last offseason, I had guys like CJ Stroud hitting the market. So, we'll just have to see what happens. That was one of the more
hotly contested players everybody was going after. Right. Was CJ Stroud, and the Seahawks obviously won that.
Oh my God. No. And Bennett in the SWAT, I want to say that might be, it's like Gillespie. Is that even like the same player? I don't know. But Bennett able to make the play. Stinky throwing a ball that probably should have been intercepted. He's going to get away with one there, and that's going to bring up a third down. This could be another 3 and out, ladies and gentlemen. Going to the dig, he's got Mecole Hardman.
Once again, we see the pass rush allowing a medium route to develop. You possibly could have gone through reads 1 and 2 before you got a guy to come open.
I mean, that probably was read 2, unless he was reading flat corner dig,
Right.
But you could read flat dig corner. Oh my God. Tries to throw it directly at the nearest hard flat. Unable to make a pick on it, but he is able to knock it out. And that's really all you can ask for. Because a lot of the times when you throw at somebody's zone, they're probably just going to catch it regardless.
Stinky is getting rid of the ball quicker. I think that's a really good adjustment that he's made. Apart from that, I'd like to see him go back to the run. It's kind of frustrating that he kind of started out with a really nice run. Haven't seen it yet. He does get a first down there, though, so he's willing maybe to take what this defense is giving him now.
Wavy, what do you think needs to be done for the Chiefs to be able to move the ball on this defense?
To do exactly what Doc just said. He's going to have to run the ball more effectively than that right there. But, not Doc, sorry, Raging. Sorry. He's going to have to be more effective with the run and does not play into Sniper's game, which is dropping back, sitting back, trying to make long reads when you're not going to be able to do that. So he just has to stay disciplined and not try to force things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that he went back to the run, but unfortunately, he probably should have checked out of that run. He was under center with a completely stacked box, and he ran it for a 3-yard loss, and that's not the way the run game needs to go for Stinky.
Going to the verticals cross there, that's Jalen Hyatt, one of the best players in MKL history, very nicely developed, and he's able to cook his man right there for a big play, putting the Chiefs all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt, you'll see a lot of these speedsters have moved around. We've already talked about one, Corbin Rubin. We talked about Landon Keaton. And certainly Jalen Hyatt is well-traveled at this point in MKL for being a rather fast player. And, when you get a fast player with a player like Mahomes, that's somebody who gets thrown to a lot.
Mm-hmm. And Stinky has built a really nice receiving core. He's got Mecole Hardman, Hyatt, and someone else out there. And that's going to be a touchdown up the middle on the RPO. That's right. One thing that he likes to do in the RPOs is he likes to zoom his camera out. And I think that's like the most disgusting thing ever. And what's really funny is I've seen that screw him over because he did that and then Audible do a pass and he couldn't change his camera and then he ended up throwing a pick. So can't say I recommend that. But that is what he likes to do, and this time he's able to get it done.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, sometimes it's really tempting. A lot of times we go to the RPO on the goal line because we'd love for our quarterback to maybe pick up a touchdown there after getting them down the field.
That's exactly right.
But he hands it off. He hands it off wisely because I don't think the pass was there for him.
Well, he does manage to put the first touchdown on the board, and now the Jaguars will have to answer. Back to throw, going over the middle to the curl route, going to be knocked out. Incomplete.
That was a disrespectful hit by Walker there. He just sort of stood right up, just sort of shrugged his arm, like you're going to have to do better than that. And kind of a vicious hit.
Quay Walker, certainly one of the more Draymond Green enforcer type players here. in the league. You know, you might recall a play where he got thrown out of the game against the Lions. Going underneath here, by the way, that's Higgins, the tight end. Gonna bring up a 3rd down and 3, going to the hurry up. So sensing a bit of urgency here. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. A punt here would be disastrous. Having not having the option to go for it is real bad. It looks like it's either a really inaccurate throw or he threw it away, but that's probably going to result in a punt. And all of a sudden, the Jaguars probably lost the game. They're gonna need to play some defense here, which is a bit of a tall order, but they've got the personnel to do it, at least for this year. Next year they won't. So this is it, man.
They
Super Bowl or bust.
They've prioritized. They built a really great team. Certainly the team is having to make changes to be able to compete the way it has been. But definitely they have the right personnel to match up with this Chiefs team. This is the sort of defense that the Chiefs team cannot as easily exploit with all their speed and all their offensive ability.
And you know what they always say, right? All good things must come to an end. Not all things last forever. Unless you are the Eagles or the Falcons or any other super team, not all good things last forever, you know. This year, we're going to see a lot of teams start to fall off a huge cliff.
Oh, that's a first down.
Of course it is.
I'm
easy
shocked
money.
that was not inches.
No, that was an easy conversion.
That looked exactly like what the game's been handing inches on.
Oh, my God. Going to the corner. Nice play from Laporta there. Good click on from Stinky.
Yeah. This is one of the grossest moments. I'd just like to say, like, H-Cook, man, like, when I came in this league, I saw you developing tight ends and having all these awesome tight ends. And this is the Lions tight end, and you just chucked him away, man. It felt wrong. I'm just going to say it felt wrong.
Going to the corner, that's Tyquan Thornton, and that ball is complete. And the Chiefs are starting to move the ball very, very easily. Had a lot of dudes blocking right there, but his player is ultimately good enough to get open. And right now they're driving and looking to push this to a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are exactly where they need to be, but unfortunately, Stinky has been here before. Oh.
I think definitely... No. Stinky definitely just lagged.
Oh. Well, yeah. Stinky's been in this spot before where it seemed like he could pull away, and sometimes Stinky has been prone to make a big mistake in this spot. And that's the thing.
Yeah, Stinky, avoid, despite what he may think, not the brightest bulb in the bunch, very capable. Oh my God, look how bad he cooked him. Oh my God.
Really nice.
I don't know if we're going to see the hurry up here, but I'd love to watch that again.
A lot of time in the pocket. And I just want to emphasize a lot of time in the pocket there to make that read.
I mean, that's probably about a normal time in the pocket. That's probably what you should have.
Well, no, basically. but it's there. But it is there. Like
sometimes it's there.
Time in the pocket. Well, sometimes it's there.
Sometimes it's not. Life. Yeah, but we don't want real life. No, that's not the goal. So inside run here, RPO, Murray trying to cut inside, unable to do it. Jaguars going to burn a timeout. Probably suspecting that Stinky will be looking to maybe
RPO
to maybe be chewing time off the clock. Honestly, I'm just trying to get in the end zone because I'm not going to burn any meaningful time off this clock. So RPO action, Sam Laporta, touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, there was nobody across from him. When you lit up the play art, he must have just salivated because that was going to be a touchdown. Nothing could have changed that.
I mean, short route KO, flight zone KO, a lot of things.
Nothing hit him, did it?
He got hit soon enough where if he would have had short route KO, it looked like it was like a man coverage assignment that was nowhere near him. He would have dropped the football. So
maybe that's something Sniper will invest in so that defensive set can work in that spot. Russo on the kickoff lit up or something.
Yeah, I mean, bodied on the return. The Jaguars now put in a spot where this is exactly where you'd want Corbin Rubin. Because he could run past. You could put a streak, and he could run past. Some really good defenses against the deep pass. Sometimes if you're too slow, you just kind of lose to a streak. It doesn't matter what defense you're in. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, no. Yikes, he takes the safety, runs backwards. Let's watch that again. That was dumb as hell. What are you doing? Just
Chiefs
sprints backwards. I
unfortunate.
think that's the edge threat double or nothing we
Instant
just
pass
put
rush.
on. Yeah, that is not good. On the
That
return,
was a really dominant pass rush there.
yeah, and I mean that obviously caught him off guard. Bro got a taste of his own medicine. That's crazy. So that's real bad. Not only does that give the Chiefs some points, obviously, but Blood gets to have a chance to double dip the chip here. When
Yeah,
otherwise,
just-
obviously,
We get back in now.
yeah, I mean, we might be watching like reruns of like another game of the week soon here because this is bad. This is
It is
terrible.
bad.
Well,
We could turn on
You
women's
know,
tennis at this point.
Stinky has been known. Stinky has been known to
Oh my
have pretty
God.
exciting games. So don't count Stinky out yet. To
Look
make
at
this a
Miles
close
Garrett
game.
just absolutely nay on this tackle. Oh my
Just in case-
God. Oh my, it wasn't even, it was from the interior. That's gross. I figured it was the tackle because that's where some of the really good sheds are. Oh,
Just in case
Stinky.
Stinky
Uh-oh,
going down this
Stinky.
route, I have a nice badminton game loaded up here.
I don't know, Stink. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Did it disconnect?
No, it looks like they're okay. Is someone snoring?
Well, I
Dude,
don't know.
Cookie has done
Yeah,
the token
Cookie's
falling
snoring on
asleep
gas.
on the mic.
Oh my
That
God,
is amazing.
this insane. Bro's just snoring.
He's snoring on Game of the Week stream. Well, here's the thing. Like,
Bro is-
Stinky can add more points, and I would recommend he does. I would recommend he does
100%.
not give the ball back to Sniper, because this can be a huge spot.
Yeah, he needs to
Yeah,
take
I
this
mean,
into the half
and
regardless.
even 3. I mean, you've been blessed, and we need to make use of that blessing.
Yeah, I mean, this Jaguars team has won a Super Bowl. They can put together offense, and they just started a little
Oh my
slow here
God.
today. They have to break out of it.
Sam
What is the
Laporta
next?
just absolutely dicking on his man right there. I think that was no
As-
ability
as he
Isaiah
should.
Simmons.
That's why.
Um,
That's why Stinky went out and got this guy.
Yeah, you know what? I actually suggested Sam Laporta to Stinky. I said, hey, you should get this guy. I also suggested Hyatt. I kind of basically built Stinky's team for him. Isn't that crazy?
You
Rolling
did.
out to his right, to the zig,
shouldn't
that's
have any
Sam
credit,
Laporta.
really.
That's right. Frick Stinky. He didn't build this team. He got gifted Mahomes and everyone else told him what to do. What has he ever done? Nah, but
Steady's Chiefs, a Stinky led team.
that's right. RPO here is going to zoom out the camera, hands it off underneath to Murray. I think this is a running back
Ooh,
rookie.
oh no! If
Yeah,
he
I mean,
doesn't
he
cut
almost
back
had
in
it.
and wiggle, he's probably gone.
I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to get the clip. That's Galissi on the tackle. That's the guy who's probably not going to be on this team next year. And if he is, they're going to be in a huge financial hole. I think he could actually bring these guys back, but then he's absolutely fricked for the year
So, I
after.
checked
No
their
rollover.
bunch of guys were talking. All of the D line is signed for the foreseeable future. Isaiah Simmons needs to be re-signed. Yes, Gillisy,
Mhm.
or however you say it,
That's the corner.
he needs to be re-signed. Yeah, he needs to be re-signed. Jacorian Bennett is signed for a while, and Tyson Campbell has 2 years left.
Mm-hmm.
The wide receivers, Landon Keaton has to be re-signed. T. Higgins has 2 years left. But everyone else, I mean, they're pretty much signed. I mean, he doesn't have
He's
any
got the tight end
major
who's got to
injuries.
go. He's like 90 million speed. Stinky really, I hate his 2-minute drives because he takes off so much time. Goes over the middle here. That caught by Hyatt. Gonna be enough to get him in a good enough spot here. But he loves
Stinky-
chewing off way too much time. Like if that ball
Stinky can
is
take
incomplete,
3
he's
here.
cooked.
A
He
pick
could.
6 would be disastrous.
He's got plenty of opportunity to not get more than 3, which is certainly desirable.
Stinky is
Going to the
fully
bubble,
capable of
probably not
throwing
the decision
a
that I would have
pick
made. He is, and that would probably be real bad for the momentum. But
yeah. I mean,
as long as that
take
doesn't
your
happen,
points.
I think he's vibing. He's probably running my play here. He's probably running bench pivot, and he's going to drag this tight end. It's certainly possible that he just called my play.
You own the rights to this play. Is that
I
right?
I want to see the play. I want to see it, Stink. Look, it's my play. It's my play. Goes to the little out route, incomplete. Or okay, he caught. I thought I got KO'd for some
Now he
reason.
needs to kick 3. If
Yeah,
I'm being
I
honest
mean,
right here,
You could
That's
take a
3
really
seconds.
quick shot at the end zone.
no.
I
This is getting silly.
no, dude.
That's pick 6
sometimes
territory, a
you
really
nut
quick
up.
shot.
Sometimes you nut up and you make a play. You know, Look
This
at
is what you do right
what
here.
the hell? Look at the
So you
middle
can
of the.
take a
Oh my
shot.
god, I don't like this. Okay, even his
I
user
don't
is going
love
to
this.
guard it.
I think he's throwing away
No,
points.
he's got
possibly.
this. No, he's got this. This is
He has
money.
3 seconds.
This is money. This is money. This is so money. If he's
think
doing,
he's making
if
that
he makes the
distraction.
read that I think he's gonna make, he's gonna be so open. It's crazy.
He might throw
Oh
a
my
pick
god, he's
six.
wide open. Just kidding.
Oh,
He threw an
oh my
interception.
gosh,
and
he was
that's
right.
classic.
Well, it could have been a pick six. That wasn't too far off.
I mean,
Why Stinky?
I mean, he could have had 3. He could have had 7. He gets 0. I mean, that's where we're. That's
look,
what we
it's
do.
either
in
it's either this
play.
corner or underneath.
The drag was there if he just waited. Right there,
I mean, he
triangle.
coulda-
right
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there.
he doesn't
coulda-
want to
it
wait.
coulda
He
hit
wanted to
triangle.
try to do a quick read, maybe get
Yeah.
a field goal still.
I mean,
That's
what
why
did he
it was a bad
be in a
thing.
hard flat? I mean, come on. You know he's guarding the high corner.
I mean, that guy might have KO. I mean, I would. That's probably a thing I'd look for. But well defended play probably all around. And it's gonna
and
save
that could have
Sniper the
probably
game.
saved the game.
Yes, Sniper has to find offense. Sniper has not shown that he can move the ball in this Chiefs defense, and at this point, Stinky really just needs to not make mistakes like we just saw him do, and he might be headed away with this
The
game.
Jaguars have scored net 1 point. They got the field goal, but they gave up a safety. They've scored 1 point. That's got to be like, what first time NFL history. The scoregami. Are you familiar with that term? Oh my God,
Whoa,
Stinky trying to get there with
wow.
his user.
There's the Higgins.
There he is.
Yeah,
T Higgins,
tight
a
end
guy
shows
that
up.
will be hitting. That was T.
No, I think it's Elijah Higgins.
Nope, that's T Higgins. He's got superstar.
Oh yeah,
And he's out wide, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Rolling
I
out
just
to
saw
his
Higgins.
left here, Trevor Lawrence trying to outrun probably Uche. I'm not really sure. Gonna be a game of about 5. I actually wonder if it was who the hell shed on that. I don't know if that was James Houston or not. For the safety, I wish I would have known, but I have no clue. Inside run here,
This Chiefs
blown up.
This Chiefs defensive line is very talented. I mean, they have
Definitely.
3 superstars along there. They have the pass rush ability. So, as much as we've been pointing at different teams for a while now, you can't really undervalue the strength of this Chiefs defense. That's been
This
compiled.
defense
I mean,
very
they have
good. He's got a
defense too
97 lurker. I mean, Quay Walker's got lurker. This is probably one of the better defenses in the league, and I know that he doesn't build for man. So this is probably like a defense that would like fit what I look to build.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's a talented squad that he's compiled, and he's called his shot. He's said numerous times this year in the chat that this is his year. He's going to win the Super Bowl.
That he
or at
owns the
very least
AFC.
He's going to win the AFC.
That's right. We'll see what top contenders like Nicholas and here we see Sniper getting his shot have to say about it. But right now, Stinky is looking to back up that dominance. Rolling out to his right, Trevor Lawrence goes underneath. That's the tight end Higgins, I believe.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Yeah.
If he gets 7 here, this will make that missed points before the half hurt a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
I respect going for it. Laying it all out there. Sometimes especially in the regular season where wins don't matter and all that matters is getting stats. I don't mind going for the
new
touchdown.
change. A new change, though, the disorienting factor for the Jaguars on that interception. It now doesn't let you take control very quickly of the guy who gets an interception. I think it erased a pick six off the board right there.
Yeah, it took him a bit of the momentum of that football being just slung into his hands at breakneck speed. Oh my God, the KO is going to get there. Oh,
wow, T. Higgins does pay off.
Stinky thought he was just going to miss it and tried to pick it from nowhere near. He needed to just go touch that guy so that he wouldn't catch it. Don't know if that was inside the numbers or not. Yeah, that is a touchdown, and that is going to make this a competitive ball game. So his decision to throw an interception at the end of the half kind of looms.
This type of situations that Rajan said that Stinky chokes.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't say Stinky chokes, but he makes games closer.
I'd say that he made a big. I'd say that was a bit of a choke. Made a bit of a mistake.
It should have been 20 or 19-3, and instead it's 10-16.
Yeah.
Well, it probably would have been 19-10. But
maybe so. But I mean, if you had scored there, the momentum is real. It maybe have propelled that offensive drive for Sniper. But Sniper did what he had to do, and now Stinky back against the wall, has to get points, and doesn't want to give the ball back, not getting any.
Got a bit of a flood concept on the left here. Going underneath to Laporta on the drag, breaks a tackle, able to fight for a lot of extra yards, and Laporta, kind of one of the unsung heroes. Really, Stinky's tight end in general. He's always got somebody there who's in a spot to be very, very good. In the world of dev
there's a lot of talk about super defenses in this league, but we got some pretty super offenses that have been built as well.
And would you say this team is a super offense? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know how you couldn't. He's got 3 wide receivers over the speed of 96, and some of them are 98.
But only 2 superstars on the offense. Like, is this really
stud tight end and an amazing quarterback, and a very capable running back? I mean, if you had started the year with this team, people would have said it was OP and the best offense in the league.
I mean, that'd certainly be right. Really, you build a MUT team, right? All your AP goes in your quarterback. Nobody else's abilities. Maybe you got some tackles out there, but generally, the only person that matters is that guy who's slinging the rock, and that's basically the team building mentality that we've got here today. It's only Jalen Hyatt and only Patrick Mahomes that make this offense click, and it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I think that many people are going to favor speed on offense and maybe less so abilities. They trust in their quarterback's abilities to make it all work.
Murray kind of breaks a tackle and goes backwards, which probably wasn't ideal. But you know what? At least he laid it all out there. That kid's got heart. And that play right there, it's a real testament.
Well, it's really about field goal range at this point.
Yeah, I would agree.
And he can comfortably get a two-score lead.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Woo!
A little bit of a tight throw. I think he could have. Wow, he's rage pausing. I think he could have thrown this cross hard pass lead to the right. Not to go. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, Stink.
Mahomes definitely.
So, looking at 1st and 10. 36-yard line. This is 100% field goal range. I'd hate to see another interception to make life a lot more difficult for yourself. So we'll see if he ends up doing that.
I'm online.
You are online. Probably waiting for that guy to run up. Just decides to stand there in coverage, and Mahomes able to get outside the pocket and throw it away. So 2nd down coming up here, but you got to be happy with the drive so far.
Love to see an RPO right here.
I think an RPO would be an interesting call. It puts you in position for a 3rd down and long if you don't get big yards. So probably not ideal. Going to the zig, Hyatt able to cook his man. Big gain right there, and this is probably where you want to be. 3rd down and 1. You're close enough to go for it. Yeah.
The time is definitely a factor, and if he even at least gets 3 here, that you now are going to go into the 4th quarter with a 2-score lead if he can do that.
Absolutely nailed. That was kind of nuts. I was looking at the bubble. I thought he had the bubble for a million bajillion yards, but looks like they were both there. I
saw an injury pop up in my game with the Panthers, and it didn't look like anything happened. Right there, it would have been satisfying to say this dude just got injured, because that hit was insane.
That was indeed a pretty powerful hit. I'm sure, with turning off injuries in advance and whatnot, I mean, half the time we probably forget to turn them back on. I haven't seen an injury today. Has there been?
Not yet. I guess maybe it
might be.
We didn't even put in the schedule yet, I don't think.
So, but right now, these guys are all young and spry, and they're doing their thing out there, and we're enjoying it without the horrors of a concussion and CTE. So, that's wonderful.
It is, and here's the thing. Now, if he can get 7 here, I mean that's drastically different than 3.
That's right.
Jaguars
really,
really
just like 40 million dudes there. Plowing Murray in the backfield, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Cannot afford to throw an interception here, Stink. I know you want to so bad. I mean, he is just desperate to throw an interception to lose the game.
It's definitely a big moment for the Chiefs, but I think it's a bigger moment for the Jaguars because they need some confidence. They need to do something big here.
Flat route, Murray, and he's going to get into the end zone, and that's a Chiefs touchdown.
Yeah, the Chiefs have just knocked the lid off of this game, and essentially they're opening up the possibility that they're never going to get within one score again.
I think it might be my play again. I'm not really sure though. Going for 2 here to make it 14. It is my play, and he's just going to throw it directly at Owen Popoe, and he is going to go all the way back. Just going to speed past Laporta and Owen Popoe.
That removes the touchdown's impact quite a bit.
And this is where
that was very dumb of him to celebrate, because if you get hit when you're celebrating, a lot of the time you drop the football.
That was massive though, because it opens up the opportunity for a field goal to tie it if Steady can get a score and a stop.
Not Steady,
or even Sniper. So many ass names. If Sniper can get the score and a stop. And here's the thing: in my game against the Chiefs that I lost in Week 1, Stinky took the 3 first. And then opted to try to stop because he had like a long third down. So that's also an option to Sniper at this point, getting 3 first.
I'm a fan of not being desperate for points until it's absolutely necessary. So right there, I'd probably just take 3. Wow. Pass rush absolutely nails Trevor Lawrence. 4th quarter, and bro has 8 passes. That is ridiculous. So 2nd down and 10 here. Looking at a spread look, running back to the right. Options all over the field, really. Really spreading out that defense. That is the point of the spread offense. Going underneath, swatted, bouncing between 8 players.
Wow.
Not going to be intercepted.
Sometimes you see an interception happen immediately, and then sometimes we know the longer it bounces around, there's that one final guy that's like, all right, I'll catch this. We saw that in a Hail Mary attempt in Steady's Super Bowl in another league. Just bouncing around, and you think that could get caught eventually.
It could indeed. Going to maybe a tight end angle. I mean, he kind of just missed the throw completely. I mean, punting it loses the game. So
probably.
So we're gonna go for it here. He's got the offense out there. Yeah, not the best. Looks like we're going to cover 3 shell. 3 down lineman. Raven would love to run it. By the way, shout out to Raven for getting online. Back to throw. Going to Higgins. Going to be swatted down. And just like that, the Chiefs are in prime position to put a touchdown on the board and effectively end the game. 3, and they're okay. The Jaguars are all right.
Emphasize to the watchers and the audience enough that these
touchdown.
2 teams have been beefing.
Sam Laporta going to take the corner into the end zone, and Stinky now able to flaunt that he beat him by a lot of points instead of just had an actually close game, because a lot of people, they're just going to look at the final score and they're going to say, man, Sniper got poo-pooed on,
there we do see an injury, so injuries are on.
Oh, that's right.
And we kind of knew that this was prior to the game, what the Chiefs head coach was kind of rambling about, that this was a statement game for Kansas City this weekend. They backed it up on the field.
Yeah, and what we saw was
they are going to get rings.
A lot of talented players do their thing out there. I was surprised to see how effective some of these guys were at torching their man when this is probably one of the more premier teams in that regard. So having players who don't suck, probably a good thing.
Always a good thing. I'm interested to see, though, if Sniper is going to fight till the final second, or if he's just going to maybe mail it in. Because a quick score here could make it look a little bit more interesting as we finish.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice, so that people don't think
to be honest, though, a quick score and a 2-point, he's in the game. Let's be real.
Nope.
Yeah,
he's not.
He would
still be down 9. Yeah, which is,
I would say that looks better than even being down 12 or whatever, or 10.
I'd go as far if how ESPN has the live chances, the live odds to win. If I were the guy doing the live odds to win, he's very good, and that's a guy that I just advised him to put double or nothing edge threat on, I believe. And now he's eating his butthole. But if I was the guy who had to put the odds, I'd say it's 100-0 that the Chiefs win the game.
Might be the only double or nothing edge threat in the league, and that combo is definitely paying off for him today.
I mean, I'd be shocked if that were the case.
I don't know who else has that.
I figured that Sniper had it, but I'm not really sure. I know he's got like pass committed, double or nothing, and edge threats. It's effectively it's the just about as powerful. The thing about a pass committed double or nothing is that you have to tell it when to activate. You know, you have that control.
It's a big risk on your run defense as well.
But with edge threat double or nothing, it just happens whenever they have the points. And that's really the only thing stopping it from being, oh my God.
Oh,
two guys able to mash together, and Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to go down for the 5th time tonight, which probably sucks. You don't like to see that uniform get dirty. Rolling out to his right, goes to the drag. I think that might be Isaiah Hodgins. I'm not really sure.
Higgins. That's his tight end, Higgins.
No, that's Hodgins.
He has Higgins, and Hodgins?
Yes, look, that's Hodgins.
Bro.
So underneath to Ayers, wow, and he caught it. That's short out elite, probably putting in some work right there.
Well, he hasn't nailed it in. To his credit, he has all 3 timeouts. He's here at the goal line. And if he can score here before the 2-minute
Ernest Briscoe, the lurker coming into effect, and those odds for the Chiefs to win just went to 150%. Because
no. We got to go the fantasy route, 99.9.
No,
there's always a 0.1%.
He's going to win and then some. Going deep over the middle,
bombing
and that's
him at
caught
the end of the game
by Tyquan Thornton.
Bad blood.
Oh my goodness! Wow, doesn't get into the end zone. What? And we were talking about the Jaguars not, doing their thing, not, they're celebrating into the end zone. He's going to kneel here on the 1. He says no.
Send it to the American Sniper.
I mean, this is where you punch it in. I mean,
Sniper is now, he ran across the line there. Maybe was attempting to see if that would stop the clock. It seems like it did.
Wow, blown up.
Okay.
Going to be a 2nd down and goal here. And, Stinky could decide he wants to throw a pick 6. Sniper scores, keeps his timeouts off after an onside, gets another onside, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
What do you think Sniper is going to say in the chat after this game, or Stinky is going to say in the chat after this game?
It's a shame that there's no game channel because, oh my God. Okay, so that's broken up. I was horrified. I'm just running the ball if I'm Stinky. If I'm Stinky, I'm probably scoring the touchdown on the play instead of not scoring the touchdown.
Bitch, Stinky a bitch, man.
Well, who is this?
Motherfucker got me at late at night. Fuck Stinky.
Oh man, this is Sniper in the booth. This is
Sniper has entered the booth, and he feels that Stinky has gotten him up late at night, and then he's maybe operating in poor sportsmanship. Is that kind of what you're feeling?
Yeah, man. He's throwing the ball. Game already over with. It's cool, man. I don't expect any. Are you
gonna make a formal report against him for his?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Definitely, man. I don't expect anything. Just poor sportsmanship, man.
Well,
I was surprised to see the long bomb.
I mean, that certainly caught me off guard too. I mean, something underneath that happens to go deep, but that guy chucked it 1,000,000 yards, and I'm shocked he didn't get in the end zone. But
Stinky is going to take the 20-point lead. Sniper, are you going to try to maybe score here before the game concludes?
Man, I'm getting out of here, man. I'm kneeing the ball.
He's going to bed.
Gonna try to sleep on it. Gonna sleep on it. Try to get back in the lab and try to do something else, man. He got the best of me today, but hey, like everyone says, this is the regular season. It's not the playoffs. So
that's right. Nothing matters. Nothing matters at all until the playoffs because everybody's stat padding. So, well said. I think this is an MKL first to have a guy in the booth come talk to us before the game is over. I mean,
before the game is over, man.
I mean, we've made history
Doc
tonight.
did it in our Super Bowl.
Oh,
Doc joined the booth before the Super Bowl ended.
Well, Raging, you've taken what little excitement I was able to put together for this game, and you've thrown it straight into the trash and completely invalidated what I was trying to say. I believe this is Stinky here now.
Never come to Kansas City and disrespect us
All
again,
right,
man.
I'm checking out. Good night.
Hey, have a good night,
We
brother.
run the AFC, man.
See you guys on the next stream.
We run the
Thanks for
AFC,
coming out.
man.
No problem.
And
Right.
I would like to get a quick interview with you right here after the game. How do you feel about this victory today?
Man, it's light, man. We run the AFC, man. Everybody already knows how it is, man. We're already looking forward. We're looking forward to seeing Doc in the AFC Championship, man. We're gonna handle business.
All right, and we get a Richard Sherman style interview from Coach Stinky right there. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, really motivated Chiefs team. A lot of people said that they won their Super Bowl, then they lost the Super Bowl, and then since then they've said they've maybe fallen off. And this year we see a very motivated Chiefs team. They missed the playoffs last year. They regrouped, said that's unacceptable. And now we see a performance like this against a yearly contender. Certainly maybe the statement win of the year so far for the Chiefs, other than that Week 1 victory over the Falcons.
And we ass raped Doc 35 points. Don't forget about that. 62-27, man. See us in Kansas City. We about that, man. We run the AFC, man. We run the AFC.
Well, hey, I mean, the Chiefs have called their shot formally. They're going to be well compensated, and you did. You played the game you needed to play, and hats off to you. You've built a great team. We're admiring your team throughout.
You know, Stinky, I can't help but notice one small fact that you continue to say you run the AFC and not the NFL. I just need to know who on the NFC side you're not feeling too.
Listen, man, I can't say I run the NFL because quite frankly, H Coke is 4-0 against me, man. So I gotta put respect on H Coke's name. But everybody else, I run your fucking pockets. I run your fucking ass. I run the fucking league.
So I think you might have left or dipped right there. But we see that H Coke is the one that Stinky is willing to give his respects to.
I don't think I've played Stinky. I don't think I've played Stinky in this cycle. I literally don't think I've touched that guy in a game at all. Like we've never met.
The rest of us in the NFC, Stinky is saying he does not believe that we can hang with him. So that we have to try to prove him wrong. As
you know, what I think is that Stinky needs to focus on making the playoffs because we saw what happened last year. He thought he was a lock, and I tried to warn him that he might not make it. And what do you know? The guy didn't make it. Yeah, so
he was in disbelief.
He could still miss. I mean, it's crazy. He seems to think he's competing for a 1 seed, brother. I think you're competing to make the playoffs. All right. So we'll see what he can do there.
I think we're locked in, buddy. You're gonna see me in the Super Bowl.
What the hell? Buddy. You're here. Who left?
He's back.
Dude, that's crazy.
Hey, buddy, I'm here. I'm here, baby. I'm here.
That's crazy.
AFC runs for me. I'm tired of the disrespect, man. I run this league.
That must have been Doc.
Raging definitely caught a small stray from Stinky there. The reigning champion. He has no respect for his game, apparently.
I mean, he beat me Week 1. He's feeling confident.
He beat you in
he has every right to feel that way.
Where he wasn't even supposed to win that. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Hey man, we run the league, man. We run the AFC, man. Don't fuck with me, man.
And you know, Sniper pointing out that, you know, as an older guy, you know, his beauty sleep's very important.
I don't fucking know. He's 5-0 against the fucking Jags this season. The Jags suck this fucking Pakistani dick, bitch. We fucking run the Jags, bro. We run the Jags fucking pockets like it's a fucking stick up in 1966, man. That's what we do, man. You don't come to Kansas City talking all that shit saying you're going to whoop our ass and we getting lucky. Man, we run your pockets. I told him you're nothing without Corbin Rubin. And what do you know? I'm fucking right. You know why? Because I run the AFC. I know all these guys like to the back of my hand.
Stinky, would you like to take this time to sing a celebratory song to the league?
I think we need that.
Of course. You know, as everybody knows, when it comes to celebratory songs, there's only one song that currently fits what's happening to us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this song is special to my heart. Are you ready?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready for greatness?
Yeah, let it rip.
We're born ready.
I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll roll the dice. Feel the fear in my enemy's eyes.
Well, with that, I think we can call this here, guys. So thanks
Now
for
the
coming
whole thing
out.
is dead. Long live
And we'll see you guys on the next MKL game of the week. Hopefully, it's a better game.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes,